Hello everyone. So I today wanted to discuss with you people about the capacitor banks which are connected in grid substations or in traction substations of railway electrification network. So we can see here I have drawn a sort of a schematic diagram of a substation. We can see here high voltage side, this is low voltage side, this is power transformer, this one, and I have drawn these connecting lines as dotted. I have drawn these as dotted because there will be some more elements which will be connected in the system. For example, like CTs, PTs, circuit breakers, etc. And I have left them out for this discussion. So this is another branch which is capacitor bank and series reactor. These two elements are connected in series. Now we know capacitor banks are connected for power factor improvement of our power system, right? We all know this. Now capacitor capacitive reactance is minus JXC and inductive reactance is plus JXL. So these two cancel out each other. They both can tend to cancel out each other and their behavior is just opposite to each other. So the question arises, why are we connecting them in series? What purpose will it serve? So now we have to see why are we doing it. For a capacitor, we know the relationship between its voltage and current. V is equal to 1 upon C integration I dt. When we take its derivative, we get dV by dt into C is equal to I. Therefore, capacitive current is directly proportional to the rate of change of capacitor voltage. This is capacitive current and it is directly proportional to rate of change of dV by dt, rate of change of voltage. This would mean if we switch on capacitor bank in our power system network, the sudden voltage application, it will tend to make the capacitor current very high. If thus voltage is applied suddenly, if we switch on the capacitor bank suddenly, this dV by dt, it will be high. Within seconds, its voltage will be high. So dV by dt will be high. And because of this, the capacitor current will be high. This is known as high inrush of current due to capacitor switching, and this is undesirable for any power system. Here I have shown you sudden switching of capacitor, it implies high dV by dt, which implies high current, which is harmful, right? So now we look at the behavior of an inductor. V is equal to L di by dt. This is the relation between inductor voltage and inductor current. This is the symbol of an inductor, we all know. An inductor stores energy in its magnetic field. We know that this inductor will have its own magnetic field and this magnetic field will store its energy. And there is a basic nature's law which says which actually means that changes in energy cannot happen all of a sudden in a moment's time, right? So when we switch on an inductor, its magnetic field and its current increases slowly. Whenever we switch on an inductor, its magnetic field and its current will increase slowly, and sudden change in current will be opposed by an inductor. So to simplify this situation, this will be the situation we will be having. We have voltage source applied across an inductor and capacitor through a switch which is switched on at t is equal to 0. At t equal to 0, current flowing through this will be 0 because switch was open. Now when we are switching on this switch at t equal to 0, just after t equal to 0, the moment, the very next moment after t equal to 0, the current through this circuit will also be, it will remain 0. Why? Because of this inductor. This inductor will tend to make the current 0, and hence we can say that this inductor behaves as an open circuit. Since this inductor is open circuited at time just after t equal to 0, we can say that after switching on the switch, whole input voltage appears across this inductor. I am talking about just after t equal to 0 time. Whole input voltage, this whole voltage V in, appears across this inductor, and no voltage is across this capacitor. I have written this here. Complete voltage V in occurs across inductor at t equal to 0. Voltage across capacitor gradually increases after t equal to 0. So from here, what happens now? The inductor voltage will now decrease gradually after some time, and the capacitor voltage increases gradually. Since the capacitor voltage is increasing gradually, the high dV by dt, the high dV by dt phenomena which was occurring earlier is now prevented, and high inrush current due to capacitor switching is also avoided. Also note that the capacitor, this capacitor and the inductor values are so chosen that the combined circuit is overall capacitive, and our purpose of power factor improvement is also served. So that was it. Please subscribe for more such content in the future. Happy learning.